All right, another hot one, another hot take on geopolitical issues for my beloved. Just got back from dancing at the villages with some of you old types. Had a good time. And a little conjecture as I was walking around. I heard some people talking about some things. And maybe what we need as a nation is to come away from we were talking about getting rid of the NGOs, and how you do it is you kick their fake God out, right? And you go back to Jupiter, where Rome had success. We could have 500 years plus of an empire if we deject a couple of things. We need a safe West Asia. Everyone does. We need a West Asia back online that can create products for places and create wealth, prosperity, peace, and safety. Unfortunately, the one state solution that should happen over there is the United States solution. Hear me out. Those people have no business being in power without their God coming. Their Messiah is supposed to come back before they have a state and an authoritative structure where people ought to listen to it. So I'm saying what we ought to do is what Rome did before, and we take Jerusalem and the Holy Land and hold it until the God comes back for his people. Because ultimately, he's given a group of people at any time, if you believe that paradigm, authority over his holy people who have transgressed him. And we being the best rulers right now, right? America, following after Jupiter and not going after their God, because their God's not our God. We're in a subservient, dominant situation where them, who are not us, get authority over us because we picked their God up. We kick that God out and go back to Jupiter, right? And then we occupy the Holy Land. Hear me out. If we occupy the Holy Land, the U.S., we get rid of the Israeli military and we get rid of their intelligence apparatus and their slander apparatus. The one-state solution should be the American solution, where they no longer have a state they can foment hate and conflict out of, right? And then they can't deject peoples and cause humanitarian crises. What we do is we not give them the reason why they're in a problem like this is because their God kicked them out. They were doing this to other nations way back when, and we caught them trying to overthrow the world again. They're trying to overthrow America again. They're trying to put the world in slavery when their God's not even here. We're all going to have to go into slavery according to them when their God comes back. Let's not do it too early. Let's go occupy the stolen Holy Land and create peace and safety there. We ain't got to do nothing with Iran if we end up in the Holy Land and those people can't do nothing but listen to what we tell them to do. Because they're not being good stewards of the area. Just a thought. Let's occupy the stolen Holy Land and keep them from fomenting hate and conflict. And then there's not going to be constant bombardment, right? A one-state solution being the American solution in the stolen Holy Land. Have a great day.